Hello, good morning, student. Now, as you have already seen by the previous lecture on residue, and now for all the engineering student, I think the numerical part is essential. So I have prepared this PPT exclusive to discuss the numerical key, how and which type of the numerical is being asked in major examination or in semester examination of engineering students. So let us look the various type of the problem in section of residue. Okay. So first type of the problem is this: we find the residue at z is equal to 0. First is, let us suppose the trigonometric function cotangent z, and second is cosec square z. Then how you will go? It is already given in the first problem that fz is cotangent z, which can be very easily written cosine z by sin z. Then poles are given by, just to look here, is sin z. So sin z, this sin z, and sin z is equal to 0. This implies z is equal to n pi divided by z is equal to n pi, where n, you know already, the set of integer. So now it means which are the simple pole. So it means how you can find here the rz. So rz is here already the sin z is equal to 0. So here you can write r0. So r0 is limit z tends to 0. Following the this formula, you can write easily limit z tends to 0 z fz. So just you put the value. What is limit z tends to 0? Z into fz is cosine z divided by sin z. And this is on the simple simplification, limit z tends to 0. You can rewrite this part here by taking this cosine z divided by sin z by z. You know how to calculate the limit with the help of the fundamental theorem of limit, upper limit and lower limit. So you can distribute the limit here, and you will get here the cosine 0, that is 1, and here that is also 1. So it means you got the r at 0, minded r at 0 is equal to 1. So the residue at z is equal to 0. In case of first, you got that is 1. Okay. So now similarly, let us look the second problem, second example, cosec square z. You know the cosec square z may be rewritten as fz is equal to 1 over sin square z. And sin square z is again the expansion. Expansion is z minus z cube by factorial 3 plus z power 5 by factorial 5 and so on whole square. Now you can take z outside, then you will get z square outside, because this is a square function. Then here again you will get 1 minus z square by factorial 3 and so on whole square. So this z is equal to 0. Again you can look, the z is equal to 0 is a pole. Why we are talking always z is equal to 0? Because it is given, it is desired. Okay. So now z is equal to 0 is a pole of order 2. Why? Because of this is of the order 2. Now it means again rz you can write r0 is equal to, now you go through my previous PPT, and already I have mentioned that this is very important formula. The same formula here we can apply. Q1 over factorial k minus 1 limit z tends to a dk minus 1 by dzk minus 1 in bracket z minus a power k fz. Okay. So now applying this value, 1 over here k is 2 because of the pole of order 2. So here value is 2. So 2 minus 1 limit z tends to 0 d by dz z square, and again you can write like this. Then you can take here z square outside, because you have already written from here. So this will be cancelled out and the value will be 0. So after some simplification, you will get the 0. So here the residue at z is equal to 0. In case of second problem, you will get 0. Now something good problem, or you can say the evaluation of integral. How you will do with the help of this Cauchy residue theorem. So with the help of Cauchy residue theorem, just you have to evaluate this integral, that is dz divided by z square plus 4 whole square, where c is the circle, mod of z minus 1 mod of z minus iota is equal to 2, with the help of Cauchy's residue theorem. So with the help of Cauchy residue theorem, we have to evaluate this. Let us look how. So let fz is equal to this 1 over, this is given condition, 1 over function 1 over z square plus 4 whole square. This is given here. Now this can be written as, you know, z square plus 4, what is the nature of the function? We can write z plus 2 iota and z minus 2 iota whole square respectively. It means the pole of fz are z is equal to minus 2 iota and z is equal to 2 iota. From here you look, these are the poles. It means here again the pole of order 2. The pole of order 2 we have here, that is z is equal to minus 2 iota and 2 iota. Now the next important point is you have to look what is the curve. So here it is easy to see that C is the circle, that is already given. This is the circle. Okay, so here we can write, since this is the circle, it means z minus iota is equal to, we may write that is z, you replace z is equal to 2 iota. Okay, so for z is equal to 2 iota, just you put here the value. So 2 iota minus iota, that is modulus of iota. Modulus of iota is 1 and 1 is always less than 2. It means z is equal to 2 iota lies inside the circle C. Just you look here. Okay, if this is the circle, so 2i, z is equal to 2i is always inside the circle C. And I is here, 2i is here, 3i is here, minus I is here, and minus 2i is here. Okay, so now these are the location of the point on the circle. If let us consider z is equal to 2i, z is equal to minus 2i, then you can put here and you will get here minus 2i minus iota is minus 3 iota. Minus 3 iota means 3. The 3 is obviously greater than 2. So z is equal to minus 2i lies outside the circle. Because of here we have put this is outside of the circle C. Now Rz is R of 2i. This is also of the second order pole. It means pole of order second, it means 1 over 2 minus 1, limit z tends to 2i d over dz, z minus 2i whole square divided by z plus 2i whole square, z minus 2i whole square, and limit z tends to 2i d over dz of this. And just you simplify this after putting the value, limiting value. What is limiting value? Z tends to 2i, 2 iota. So just you put here 2 iota, then you will get minus 2 over 4 iota whole cube, and it means 1 over 32 iota. Now you remember here. Here you got this value RZI. Now just you remember the statement of Cauchy's residue theorem. So according to Cauchy's residue theorem, C under the closed curve C dz z square plus 4 whole square is equal to, just you look here, 2 pi iota multiplied by R of 2 iota. That is the residue. Okay, the R of 2 iota, or summation of residue. Okay, so summation of residue is what here? You got after integration, after this value, you got here 2 pi iota multiplied by 1 over 32 iota. You got here. Just you put here. Then after simplification, you will get pi by 16. So the evaluation of this integral with the help of Cauchy's residue theorem is pi by 16. So this is an important question for all the engineering students. A good problem it is assumed, descriptive problem it is assumed, always it is asked for engineering students based on Cauchy's residue theorem. Now a second type of the problem here I have taken for you, just to go through, evaluate tan z by 2 divided by z minus 1 minus iota whole square dz. Here you can see it is given that C is the boundary of the squares whose sides are the lines. Z is equal to plus minus 2 and y is equal to plus minus 2. You can look very easily. This is the boundary squares. The square of where the lines are given, y is equal to 2, y is equal to minus 2, x is equal to 2 and x is equal to minus 2. So this is a square. Okay. So now first of all you look what is given. Given is this. It means fz. Where is fz? Fz is here. So fz is tan z by 2 divided by z minus 1 minus iota whole square. So the pole of fz is z minus 1 plus iota whole square. Again you look, if this is the 1 plus iota and 1 plus iota, it means a pole of order 2. कितने order का है? 2, second order. The pole of order 2. It means the next problem is we have to look what is the C, what is the curve. So here the curve is the square formed by x is equal to plus minus 2 and y is equal to plus minus 2. It is already given. Okay. Then it means z is equal to 1 plus iota lies inside. 1 plus iota means the point. Point is 1, 1. So 1 plus iota means point is 1, 1. Point is 1, 1 is very clear here. If the lines are y is equal to 2, y is equal to minus 2, x is equal to 2, x is equal to minus 2, it means point 1, 1 is always inside. Okay. So now it will decide if this point z is equal to 1 plus iota, and from where you got here. So this is the pole. So 1 plus iota means the point. Point is 1, 1. So 1, 1 lies inside. It means Rz is equal to R1 plus iota. Again the same formula, 1 over factorial, 2 minus 1, why 2? Because of the order 2. Here the pole is of order 2. So because of that, k is 2. So 2 minus 1, limit z tends to 1 plus iota. d over dz, z minus 1 minus iota whole square fz. Now simplify this. The limit z tends to 1 plus iota, d by dz, you will get this. This is tan z by 2. This is a simple integration, and then limit z tends to 1 plus iota. What is this differentiation part? You will get 1 by 2 sec square z by 2, and after putting the limiting value, you will get half of sec square 1 plus iota by 2. So in this way, you will calculate here what is the r of 1 plus iota. But again, you have to apply the Cauchy's residue theorem. So after application of Cauchy residue theorem, you will get under the curve, closed curve C of z dz is equal to 2 pi iota. This is a part of formula. And this is the residue, sum of residue, which you have calculated. So this residue is nothing but sec square 1 plus iota by 2. So this will be the answer in this problem, for this problem. So now, for practice, I think you have gone through, these are the nice problems. Evaluate z minus 1 over z plus 1 whole square, z plus 2 dz, where C is the circle. This, in the second problem, e power z, z square plus pi square dz, where C is again a circle by using the Cauchy residue theorem. And this is the smaller problem, find the residue of fz. Just for practice, a residue of fz at the singularity z is equal to 0, where fz is 1 over z e power z minus 1, z cosine 1 by z, C 1 plus e power z divided by sin z, d 1 plus e power z divided by sin z plus z cos z. And third is find the residue, mind it, residue of fz at the singular point. Here at the singularity z is equal to 0. Here at the singular point where fz is, what is 1 over z square plus 1, b z over z minus 1 whole, z minus 2 whole square, c z square 1 plus z square minus 2z. In this way, you will get the good practice how to find out this residue, pole, essential singularities at singular point. Okay. So I think this part is over, and with the help of this 2 PPT, your one portion in the complex variable in complex integration is already over. Thank you very much. Thank you. Stay safe. Thank you.